for today's
number 13, Lauren Adams.
matchup between our Telfair County Trojans and the Jeff Davis
15,
Lady
Raven
Yellow
Wooten.
Jackets.
16,
Let's thank our
Hannah
sponsors
Kasich.
that make this
Number
broadcast
17,
possible
Gracie
today.
Johns.
Deep Productions,
And number 18,
Deep and
Haley
Deeper Cleaning,
Taylor.
Telfair
Head
County
coaches,
Middle
Chris
School,
Ellis,
Telfair
assistant
County
coaches,
Chamber
Barbara
of Commerce,
George, Patrick
Merchants
Gillow,
and Citizens
and
Bank,
Chris Clark.
CL
If
Defense,
you would, at
Bank
this
of
time,
Lumber City, and
please
Telfair
rise
County Bank.
For a moment of silence in the
Now
play
for our national anthem.
of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lady Trojan High School softball here. It's Telfair versus Jeff Davis in this non-region game here. So the first pitch will be taken for a strike 0-1, 6:07 first pitch time.
6:07 your time of first pitch, brought to you by Deep and Deeper Cleaning.
0-1 now. Foul ball, 0-2, and this is a revenge game from last year. And last year against Jeff Davis here, McCray just didn't play that great, losing 8-5.
All right, so leading it off, Paige Carter for the Lady Yellow Jackets, number 4. She's the shortstop. Batting second will be number 10, Jakiah Green, the third baseman.
And there's a hit down the left field.
So give Carter a single. Batting third, it'll be number 7, Carly Williams, the catcher. Batting fourth, number 5, Dee Wooten, the first baseman. Batting fifth, number 3, Lainey Scott, the pitcher. Batting sixth, number 25, Allison Harrington, the designated player. Batting seventh, number 2, Fifi Green, the left fielder. Batting eighth, hold on.
Caught, and no double play. Our runner gets back to first safely, so we do got an out on that one. So a heads-up play by the pitcher, and then the JV softball was down 2 runs. The last bat bombed the 6th inning, 6-4, but they ended with a tie game at 6 apiece.
All right, Carly Williams now the hitter, the catcher.
Carly Williams now.
Paige Harrelson in the circle here.
Strike
for the Lady Trojans today, getting a start.
Yep, so Paige Harrelson is the pitcher. Trying to bounce back from the difficult loss against Chris County in the Watermelon Tournament. Ball inside, 1-1.
All right, again, the rest of the Jeff Davis lineup. Batting seventh, number 2, Fifi Green, the left fielder. Batting eighth, number 15, Marley Colson, the right fielder. And batting ninth.
Popped up, out of play.
It'll be number 11, Caroline Waters, the center fielder. The flex player is number 14, Carly Watson, the second baseman.
1 ball and 2 strikes here. Looking to hold that runner at first. Want to get a better result this year from last year. And the ball gets away, and the runner will steal second on that one.
Jacob joining us now.
How's it going, guys?
Going well.
Oh, She almost got that one in foul ground.
Mr. Deep commented on the video and said that he could still hear the music.
Not completely. You may not be able to completely kill it.
I just called John and he said that shouldn't kill it off.
Ball inside. Let's see what the count is.
Number 7, Carly Williams, the hitter here.
Carly Williams, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Foul back where the Jeff Davis dugout is.
Joining, glad to have everyone here on our Deep Productions broadcast.
Big crowd for Telfair and Jeff Davis, and there's a white truck in right field and some fans right there. Foul back and out of play. Some fans in right field.
Look up.
Oh my goodness.
That gets away.
And she'll steal first, so we got first and third with 1 out.
That'll be ball 4 as Williams reaches on the base on ball. And now it'll be number 5, D. Watson, the first baseman for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And some numbers on the Jackets in a moment here as they come in with a 4-3 record on the season. They're 3-1 in their region. Of course, they're in AA. They're in Region 2. They're in AA. Always a strong program down in Hazelhurst.
Ball inside.
Lady Yellow Jackets, of course, are coached by Stephen Wilcox.
Ball inside 2-0.
Real quickly, we'll set the Trojan defense. We said Paige Harrelson in the circle. Sierra Webster behind the dish. Over at first, Bailey Spires. At second, Deara Bradshaw.
Fly ball, out of play.
Over at shortstop in her usual spot, India Wells. Over at third, Jesse Thomas. And then your outfielders, Brandy Mackey in left, Beth Murphy in center, and Jalexis Clay in right field.
2 balls and 1 strike. Ball 3.
And that's a courtesy runner there for the Lady Jackets. I'll have to catch a number. Who do we have here, guys?
I can't make out the number from right here.
Ball 4 again.
It's number 30.
30,
And
that's
I'll
right.
put a name with that here momentarily.
Now we got to have a meeting now. No.
Batting for the Yellow Jackets, the pitcher, number 3, Laney Scott.
Laney Scott now.
Got Laney Scott batting now, and Mike. Well, we heard today in the opening announcements, opening announcement of the lineups.
And
oh my
bad
goodness!
Throw over at third. Runner will come.
Come on, Sierra.
Come on!
And this not like the Trojans here, guys.
No.
Well, the point I was about to make is about Laney Scott. She's a great two-dimensional player here, and also Laney Scott, who was in the circle today, as well as no pushover as a pitcher either. So the Lady Trojans are in for a battle on 2 fronts.
Yep.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, let's get caught up here. D. Wooten walked, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
So then Scott reaches on a fielder's choice. We have a So it'll be Allison Harrington now, the designated player, the hitter. We had an E.
Batting for the Yellow Jackets, designated player number 25, Allison Harrington.
Allison E5, Harrington. Correct, as the third baseman was shortstop was covering the bag, throw behind.
Oh, nice grab by India Wells.
Yeah. India Wells with a nice grab, so 2 outs now.
L6 if you're scoring at home. Catches that liner there. So an E5 at third. That allowed
batting for
Williams to
Jeff
come
Davis,
in and score.
Left fielder number 2, Fifi Green.
Fifi Green now.
Actually, 2 errors on that play.
Swing and a miss.
One at home as well, an E2. That allowed a run to come in. The runners got over to third. And that's how we have
ball.
That'll be popped up right and it's
oh,
down.
No. Yep.
I'm telling you, Mike, right there at the line especially, a lot of right fielders like to play kind of off the line.
Yeah, they do.
And that right there, that puts them having to cover a lot of ground.
Number 15,
I'm no softball player by no stretch of the imagination, but back when I did play baseball, of course, when I'd be in the outfield, I always liked playing close to that line.
Ball inside, 1-0.
guys.
I don't know.
I have the score down as 4-0. Am I missing something here?
I don't think you are.
You know, Mike, I'm honestly not sure. I mean, either Rex just didn't put a run up or either we scored something wrong.
Strike 2. I think it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shortstop will step on the bag in time, so that's the inning finally. So bottom of the first inning, we're coming to bat here, down 4-0. So all right, we're back here. Bottom of the first inning to India Wells now. Ball inside, 1-0. This game's got a long way to go. Ball inside, 2-0.
4-0. Jeff Davis leading it here. India Wells leading it off. Couple of costly errors for the Trojans there in the first, leading to a couple of runs.
There's a bunt.
It's a great bunt.
Oh, my goodness.
And a wild throw there.
And that ball's going to go down the right field line.
Wow. So
score that an E5.
Runner at second with nobody out.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
Do something. Okay.
Okay, is it just me or?
It's okay.
Batting for Telfair, Trojan second baseman, number 1, Diarra Bradshaw.
Diarra Bradshaw now. Maybe we'll get something going, hopefully.
Maybe so, T.
Ball inside, 1-0.
That was a good take by Diarra there.
Foul back, 1-1. There's a 2-ball, 1-strike count.
Oh, India's caught in a rundown.
Oh, my goodness.
Get down.
Man.
There we go.
Safe. Wow. Barely get a break.
How you score that?
We actually had a play like this during baseball season, and we had to score it.
Just give her,
well,
let's just give her a stolen base.
Got two.
Well, yeah, might as well. I mean, she had already taken a running lead. I mean, if you want to go maybe 2-6, 5-6 on the attempt to put out, I guess you want to call that.
3-1.
Because there weren't that many throws made, but it was between the third baseman and the shortstop.
Yep, we got 2 trucks on the center field. Concession stands are open for popcorn, nachos, and food and drinks and stuff.
2 of those runs in the first for Jeff Davis unearned.
Foul ball, 3-2.
Jeff Davis leading it 4-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning. And of course the Trojans
trying to.
You know, Mike, this game is beginning to take a similar. This is beginning to take a similar tone to the JV game here as well. The JV did a good job in their game to actually come back and tie it.
Swing gonna miss, 1 out.
Batting for the Trojans, first baseman, number 12, Bailey Spires.
Bailey Spires now. And then the runner will step on the bag, and the run scores to make it 4-1.
Well, the good thing is that was a 3 unassisted put out on Bailey there, which is a good thing on Bailey's part is that was a productive out, thus allowing India to come in and score.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sierra Webster now.
An RBI there for Bailey, an unearned run, but still first run of the game for Telfair.
Ball inside.
Sierra Webster, the hitter for the Trojans.
Strike.
Sierra coming in with a .333 average on the season in 20 plate appearances, 6 hits, 4 RBIs, a couple of doubles on the year.
Yeah.
Telfair trailing 4-1 here, bottom of the first. Telfair and Jeff Davis.
Foul ball.
Lady Trojans 4-2 on the season. Currently sit a game behind Charlton in the region standings. Of course, this is a non-region game, and later on we'll update the region standings for you when we get a chance.
Yeah. There we go, 2-2.
Charlton leading Region 2A with a 5-0 region record and 5-0 overall. As we said, Telfair 3-0 in the region, 4-2 overall. Eccles 3-1 in the region, 5-3 overall.
Strike 3. Telfair gets only a run here at the end of 1.5, top of the second. 4-1 Jeff Davis.
Water.
All right, we're back here. Rex Connie's a public address announcer, so Caroline Waters now will be the batter.
Waters the hitter for Jeff Davis.
Popped up. Maybe we get a play on this one. Second baseman makes the catch for out number 1.
P4 if you're scoring at home. Real quick, after an inning complete, Jeff Davis 4 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. Telfair 1 run, no hits, 2 errors, none left, and that line score after 1 is brought to you courtesy of Deep Productions.
Third baseman's got it. Throw on the first in time. 2 out. And
batting for Jeff Davis.
2 of the runs for Jeff Davis unearned.
Green.
Trojans run unearned. A little shaky defense by both teams here, guys.
yeah, and
4-1 Yellow Jackets.
They say the batter's out. Paige Harrelson now.
And Paige Harrelson, the hitter, pitching today, getting a start in the circle. Some numbers here on Paige. Batting 200 on the year, 3 hits, 3 RBIs.
Strike 0-1.
Fastball there from Scott, located there nicely on the outside corner. Excuse me, not Scott. Yes, Laney Scott.
Yeah,
Yes,
Laney
my
Scott.
Bad, my bad.
Foul ball.
If you're just joining us, Telfair trailing at 4-1. Lady Trojans with a couple of errors there in the first inning and led to a couple of unearned runs, and then Jeff Davis also with a couple of earned runs. Trojans would respond in the bottom of the frame with one of their own.
Yep, ball 1 and 2.
And that an unearned run as well. So both teams a little jitters here, guys.
They are.
Without a doubt.
Paige, the hitter. 4-1 Yellow Jackets.
Oh.
Screwball just missing
2 and
inside.
2. Yep.
You know, Mike, I was speaking with Coach Ellis before the JV game ended. He was saying, he said, this is what I've been trying to tell all these girls, is to go up there, have a purpose, go up there with something in mind of what you want to do. Don't go up there and just be free willy about your approach up there. Have a plan when you go up there, and it seems like in these past 2 or 3 games and all these at bats for these girls, they seem to be what I would call their free willy up there. They're going in there and just hacking away. Go out there, find something that you like, and put a good swing on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we saw, especially over in Cordele, a lot of swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count.
Mm-hmm.
A good pitch from Scott there, in on the hands. Not much Paige could do with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Davis leads it 4-1 here at Jimmy Clark Field. Thank our sponsors, Deep Productions, Deep and Deeper Cleaning, Telfair County Middle School, Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, Merchants and Citizens Bank, CL Defense, and the Bank of Lumber City and Telfair County Bank. So thanks to all these sponsors.
All right, your shortstop should have a play. And
she's safe.
She's safe now, so.
We're going to score that an infield hit?
I would say so, because I honestly believe she had her foot on the bag before that ball even tried to get hit.
I know it deflected off the glove, but that'll work. All right. Jesse Thomas, the hitter.
Yep. Hopefully.
And we'll have a courtesy runner come in for Paige. That'll be number 6, Kiara Underwood, I do believe.
Okay. Kiara Underwood in there.
Okay, Kiara, pitch runner at first now, so.
Want to give a big shout out to a couple of people watching: David Neal, Dakia Bradshaw, Selena Harrell, Mr. Deep is checking in.
Jesse Thomas now.
He tells us that we're sounding pretty good. Amy Cravey as well. Thank all of you for watching.
Yeah, amen. Foul ball 0-1.
Yeah, we were going around the region earlier.
Yeah.
Charlton in first, 5-0, 5-0 overall. Telfair 3-0 in region, 4-2 overall. Eccles 3-1, 5-3 overall. Then you have Clinch 2-1, 3-3 overall. Lanier County 2-3, 4-3 overall. Wilcox 1-2 and 1-5 overall. We'll finish after the pitch.
Foul back again, 0-2.
All right, then we have Turner County 0-2. They're 0-5 overall. Atkinson 0-3. They're 1-3 overall. And then Irwin County 0-4 and 0-5 overall. If you look around the region today, only one game in progress, and that is here, a non-region game, as we said, between our Lady Trojans and Jeff Davis. And then in a moment, I'll give you the games on tap for tomorrow.
Yep. 0-2 now. Ball inside, 1-2.
I'll let Jacob run those down.
Games on tap for tomorrow. You'll have Irwin County traveling down to Homerville to play Clinch. Telfair will be at Atkinson tomorrow. You'll have Eccles at Wilcox. You'll have Charlton County at Turner County.
And
Lanier will be idle tomorrow.
Everything will be region games tomorrow. So.
Lanier taking both days off, and that Around the Region is brought to you by the Telfair County Chamber of Commerce.
Yep, everything's a region game tomorrow. So,
Batting for Telfair,
so Jesse Thomas goes down
number
swinging.
4, Beth Murphy.
Beth Murphy now.
And it'll be Beth Murphy, the hitter.
Foul back.
Beth coming into today with a .294 average in 18 plate appearances, 17 at bats, 2 runs scored, and 5 hits on the season. She does have a an extra base hit with a double. Beth been outstanding in center field as well for the Lady Trojans. Grounder to third,
One.
to second.
That's all they'll get.
They get the lead run there, and that goes 5-4 on the put out there at second. And Beth reaches on a fielder's choice.
Trojans right fielder number 3, Jalexis Clay.
Jalexis Clay now.
Jalexis coming in batting .222 with a run scored, a couple of hits on the year, and 10 plate appearances, 9 official at bats.
Foul back.
Got the pitch in on the hands. She fouls that off. Not much she could do with that one. Jeff Davis leading it 4-1. We're in the bottom of the second here at Jimmy Clark Field on a rather hot and humid afternoon.
Yep.
And in fact, we'll update the weather for you here momentarily.
Foul back again.
It is currently, according to AccuWeather.com, currently 88 degrees with a real field temperature of 91 degrees. That brought to you by AccuWeather, but for all the latest on the weather.
Popped up. And that will be, wow.
That'll be an infield single.
Yeah, infield single, a misjudged by the second baseman, 2 on, and time run at the plate with 2 out.
Sometimes it's better to be the ball to just hit in the right spot.
Yeah. Oh, yes, without a doubt. I mean, that's what Coach Ellis said before, to really just put the ball in play, and you're putting
Brandy Mackey now.
Okay.
And you're really just putting pressure on the defense when you put it in play. I mean, you don't have to find grass because you can make somebody commit an error.
Strike.
Throw back down to second. Yeah, I was giving that weather update. We said 88 degrees, real feel 91. That brought to you by AccuWeather.com. For all the latest on the weather, go to AccuWeather.com. But for all your banking needs, see the friendly staff at Bank of Lumber City and Telfair County Bank, a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice bunt.
Safe.
Safe. There we go.
Everybody's bases loaded with 2 outs.
Just want to throw out 2 more shout-outs there. The coach, Miss Kelly Deloach, Merle Holland, thank you guys for watching. Throw out a quick PSA there from Miss Deep. Don't forget to follow and share Deep Productions on all their social media pages, especially here on Facebook. Share this live game. Yep. Let it go throughout the news feed. And also tune in Friday to whenever you'll be able to see the Telfair and Wheeler game.
Yep. Falling South 1-0.
And, of course, Thursday night, tune in for our tailgate show, the Deep and Deeper Cleaning Tailgate Show. It'll be coming around 6:15-ish on Thursday night, which is actually tomorrow night.
Yeah.
India Wells, the hitter.
Ball 2-0.
India reached on an error by the third baseman back in the first. She would avoid a rundown. We gave her a stolen base on that. She would later score on the ground out by Bailey to give the Trojans their only run. Jeff Davis leading at 4-1. And in the bottom of the second, the Trojans threatening. Grounder to third.
Oh,
That'll
Lord.
be That'll be the end of the inning.
The concession
Top of the third inning, down 4-1. It's in.
Here after 2 complete for Jeff Davis, 4 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. They've left 1. For Telfair, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. They've left 3. The Trojans, 1 run is unearned, and 2 of the Jeff Davis runs are unearned. And the line score after 2 complete, TJ, is brought by, of course, by Deep and Deeper Cleaning for a really deep clean call. Deep and Deeper.
Ball 1-0.
Carly Williams, the hitter here.
Ball 2-0. Popped
That's
up.
going to pop straight up. Jesse Thomas coming under it. And Sierra will grab it.
Sierra's getting it out, number 1.
Nice play by Sierra. P2 if you're scoring at home.
You know, Mike, I mean, this is not being partial at all. And Coach Ellis will tell you this just by seeing how she's developed throughout her years here. And Sierra is one of the best catchers in Region 2A, at least I know, especially maybe in Single A. You could just see how quick she was able to pop up out of that squat, throw that mask off, and make that play.
Yep, I agree. Number 5, D. Wooten, the hitter. Wooten reached on a base on ball back in the first, would later score.
Third baseman's got it, throwing on the first 2 outs.
Nice play by Jesse Thomas there. Goes 5-3 on the putout. And a Page getting into a groove here, guys.
Yeah.
That is
impressive.
5 in a row retired here.
Wow.
Now batting Yellow Jackets pitcher, number 3, Laney Scott.
Laney Scott now.
Scott now the hitter.
Complete, your Lady Trojans have scored 1 run on 4 hits, committed 2 errors, and have stranded 4 base runners. And the Jeff Davis County Lady Yellow Jackets have scored 4 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and have only stranded 1 runner.
And that
brought to you by Telfair County Middle School.
So thanks to the middle school, one of our sponsors. 2.
Fly ball center field, caught by the center fielder.
And nice play there by Murphy.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Beth there. You could tell it was kind of a hard hit ball, and she did a good job of not actually charging in after it. She really got behind it and really waited on it for it to come to her, because you know, like mid-flight, some fly balls can change its path.
Yeah. We're gonna score that a liner or a fly.
You know, I would probably score that an L8.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fifi Green, the hitter.
Yep.
And that,
oh my goodness.
Because to further explain that play there, you could tell that, I mean, Beth came in and pretty much like caught it around mid to lower chest area.
Oh, how are we going to score that one?
You know, it's honestly hard to say, because I mean, you know, the defensive prowess of India here. You can tell she comes up the middle and does get her glove on it, but
it was a hard.
But it was a hard hit ball. So I mean,
yeah, let's give Fifi.
I was gonna say you want to give Fifi the benefit of the doubt and give her a single on that.
Yeah, Fifi Green with a single, and now number 15 Marley Colson, the right fielder.
Swung on and miss.
Some good late movement on that pitch from Page. Colson reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Jeff Davis leading it 4-1 here in the top of the 4th at Jimmy Clark Field.
Strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Safe at first.
And Sierra throws in behind the runner, but Green back in safely. Shadows now creeping their way here. The right fielder, Alexis Clay, pretty much in shadow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Strike.
Fastball outside corner.
2 out.
Call, strike 3. Beautiful pitch.
Batting center fielder, number 11, Caroline Waters.
Caroline Waters now.
So Waters popped up to second, back in the second. 4-1 Jeff Davis. We're in the 4th. Shot foul.
Yep, 0-1.
Lady Jackets, another solid team, as as usual, a strong program there in Hazelhurst, led by Coach Stephen Wilcox. 4-3 overall. They're 3-1 in their region and 2 AA.
Popped up, and the center fielder should make a beach. Sound the warning track, got it. 1-2 free inning, so nothing doing for Jeff Davis. So bottom of the 4th inning, down 4-1.
Be number 11, Jesse Thomas, coming up now.
Yeah, it'll be the 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters. Jesse
Leading
Thomas,
off the top,
Beth
bottom
Murphy,
of the 4th
and
inning for
Alexis Blake.
Telfair. Third baseman, number 11, Jesse Thomas.
Jesse Thomas now.
Got to get the bats going, Jacob.
Yeah.
We had 3 hits back in the second, but 2 of those were bunt hits, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And they were all infield hits, so.
Oh,
it gets down.
That'll get down in left field for a hit.
Off the glove of Fifi Green there.
So running first with nobody
Score
out.
that an E7.
I was going to say, you want to turn that around and go with an E7 there. I mean, Fifi Green got caught on the wrong end of that play.
I thought for sure it was going to get down, but she made a tremendous effort just to make that play to get to the ball.
Beth Murphy now.
It is not easy out there now, ladies and gentlemen. That sun.
Ball 1-0.
The right fielder, as we said, is in total shade. And the
left fielder has no shade.
Yeah, the left fielder is looking directly into the sun. As Jeff Davis leads it 4-1 here. We're in the 4th inning.
Popped
popped straight up by Beth.
Second baseman's got it out, number 1.
P4, and again, he's at bats.
Batting for the Trojans, right fielder, number 3, Jalexis Clay.
Jalexis Clay now.
We're not able to square the ball up, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's putting it in the right words right there. I mean, you just got to go back to what I said, what Coach Ellis was telling me earlier.
Okay, they're going to say.
Oh, come on.
They're going to say, well, ladies and gentlemen, what happened, she bunted the ball, and she was already out of the box, and it hit her, so that's an automatic out. I think we scored that earlier, 2 unassisted.
I believe so.
Closest player. Coach Ellis is going to question it. Unfortunately, we do not have instant replay here.
Batting for the Trojans, left fielder, number 5, Brandy Mackey.
Brandy Mackey now.
Long game to go, too.
Okay.
Long way to go, bud. Long way to go. A lot of softball left to be played.
Ball.
And yet again, I was saying a while ago that this was shaping up to be kind of like the JV game earlier today of how Telfair fell behind and was able to rally back and tie the game. But that's not what needs to happen in this game.
No.
This does not need to end in a tie. But because it won't.
Yes.
It's a
nice
drive.
hard hit.
Oh,
foul ball.
Oh, foul ball.
Coach Ellis just shakes his head there. That and the foul ball Sierra hit, probably the 2 hardest hit balls we've hit all day.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, we got a good crowd out in the right field lounge.
Yep, in center field.
And center field as well.
Got a couple of guys on the bleachers. We got, what is that, 3 trucks out there, T?
Yeah, probably so.
3 trucks.
Any furry friends, too?
No.
Grounder to second. Did she
She's
tag
out,
her?
yeah.
He tagged her.
All right, well, 3 more innings to go. We'll go top of the 5th inning, down 4-1 here. So,
Spread the love.
ball 1-0.
Yeah, real quick, after 4, Jeff Davis, 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They've left 1. Telfair, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, and they've left 5. And that line score update is brought to you courtesy of the Telfair County Chamber of Commerce.
2-0.
Pitch down and in. 2 of those runs for Jeff Davis unearned, and 1, the Trojans' only run unearned.
Yep.
And that's kind of where we've been, guys. Both teams scoring their runs in the first, and nothing since.
Foul ball.
And you got to give Paige Harrelson a lot of credit, guys. She has really settled into a groove after that first inning.
Yeah, she really has.
She has sent down 9 out of 10 hitters since that first.
Third baseman's got it. Throw safe.
Ooh, bang bang play at first. They say that. So they say that Paige Carter will reach there on the infield single.
Third baseman number 10, Jakira Green.
Jakira Green now.
You know, Mike, I do believe that she was safe. See, that was actually a really close play. I mean, I was watching it all the way through. I mean, it's almost like bang, bang, foot goes down, ball gets caught.
Yeah.
Bunt. This will be tough.
Safe.
Throwback to second, but not in time.
That's amazing how that runner, how that Jeff Davis hitter didn't run into her bunt.
I know.
Because like she literally steps right over it.
Well, I think you got to give Green an infield single, don't you?
Yes.
Batting the catcher,
I mean, just the point I was making
Williams.
is that she literally steps right over it. And I'm surprised that she did not run into her own bunt.
Mm-hmm. All right, now trouble brewing here.
Ball 1-0.
Trojans definitely have to bear down right here. As Jeff Davis has the first couple of runners on here in the fifth, they lead it 4-1. And Carly Williams, the hitter. Williams 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run score. Alexis Clay with a catch, throws to third.
Not in time.
It'll get away.
It was a good play by Alexis out there. A little too much arm on that throw.
Yeah.
Batting first baseman number 5.
Sacrifice fly moves both runners up. Second and third. Jeff Davis leads it 4-1. We are in the fifth. And it'll be D. Wooten, the hitter.
Yeah.
Wooten also 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored back in that first inning with the base on ball and would later score. She grounded out to third, back in the third.
Ball 1-0.
That fastball outside corner misses.
And if you really look at Paige's day today, all of her putouts really have been more of contact outs than it really have been strikeouts, because I mean you can see that Paige has been trying to has been trying to set up that inside corner.
High fly ball. Beth under it.
And get it home.
It'll be cut off.
Yeah, 5-1 now.
You see that Paige has really tried to set up that inside corner, and if she hasn't gotten there, she's tried to go outside and still hasn't gotten it there. So she's really relying on the defense, which isn't a bad thing.
Number 3, Lainey Scott.
Lainey Scott now.
Just right quick, big shout-outs go to Miss Diane Clark, Miss Kelly Walker Barnes, and Troy Spires.
Foul ball 0-1.
Yeah, that really a good pitch. I mean, Wooten, a big hitter in their lineup, the number 4 spot, and she did a good job not letting her be able to get extended on that and really be able to drive the ball.
Got it. But Jeff Davis gets a run in the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, we're down 5-1, folks. Up in the order for India Wells now.
All right, T, what's India got to do now?
I don't know.
She's got to find some grass. Got to get on base. We got to get our speedy runners on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try to steal some bases.
Ball 1-0. I just don't know what's wrong with us, Jacob. Or
yeah, Lindsay White, slide just a little bit, Tuck. Just a little. There you go.
2-0.
Lindsay White, the new pitcher for Jeff Davis, number 31. Will catch the defensive changes for the Lady Yellow Jackets here.
Pop straight up.
1 out.
Tremendous play by the Jeff Davis shortstop there.
It really was. Real rangy shortstop.
Batting second baseman number 1, Tiara Bradshaw.
That was Paige Carter. Okay, if the defensive changes, Lainey Scott moved over to second.
That's right.
And White entered the game for for
Pitcher's
Watson.
got it again. 2 outs.
Watson, who was playing second. So
Big shout out goes to another to our newest watcher, Jacob Mullis.
Batting first baseman number 12, Bailey Spire.
Bailey Spires now. It's up to her now. Ball 1-0.
yeah, Trojan bats have gone quiet. Need a big hit from Bailey, who has been off to an outstanding start this year at the plate. Got it in on the hands.
Third baseman's got it. Throws on the first in time. 2 more innings to go here, so.
And quickly, 3 up, 3 down here.
Yeah.
Here for us.
Line score after 5. Jeff Davis has 5 runs on 5 hits, committing only one error and stranding 2 runners. After 5 for the Lady Trojans, scoring 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors, and have stranded 5 girls.
And
Yeah.
that's
And brought to you by MNC Bank.
M&C Bank, a member FDIC equal housing lender. 2 of those 5 runs for Jeff Davis unearned, and the 1 Trojan run unearned on the day. And guys, we got to get something going here.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, getting late, so you better go and
late.
start
Leading
doing
off for Jeff
something.
Davis, designated
It'll be
player
the-
number 25, Allison Harrington.
It'll
Allison
be the
Harrison.
6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Lady Jackets. Harrington, Green, and Colson here in the 6th.
Yep. Ball 1-0.
Got another shout out needs to go out to mine and Caleb's Pie Embry, who's at home watching along with Debbie McCall.
2-0.
And, of course, stay tuned after the game, our CL Defense post-game show and the naming of our player of the game, Deep and Deeper cleaning player of the game.
Yep.
Got an idea who it could be.
Swing and a miss.
Some nasty movement on that one, down and away. Bottom fell out of that thing. Great pitch. One of the better pitches of the day from Page. 5-1 Jeff Davis leading it, top of the 6th there. Shadows now
Ball.
starting to cover the majority of the outfield and starting to really work their way on the infield here now, guys, as the sun makes its exit.
Shortstop's got it. 1 out.
Newest viewer shout out going to Mark Smith. Thanks for tuning in, Mark.
Yep,
Mhm.
glad to have him listening. Do something to try to get a
Batting
rally
left fielder
going.
number 2, Fifi
Oh, yes.
Green.
All of you guys that are watching, you got a rally cap, you got a rally ritual. If you don't have a rally cap, I mean, start doing something.
That's a hard grounder to short.
Shortstop's got it. Throw on the first to Bailey in time. 2 out.
And that just shows you right there the arm that India Wells
Oh,
has.
yeah. Without a doubt.
Deep in the hole, firing
Yeah.
across.
That honestly just goes back to the
Batting
play
right fielder number
that
15,
goes back to the
Molly
play that
Wilson.
she should have made back whenever that ball went up the middle. And also, yet again, whoever didn't hear this announcement a while ago, I mean, our video is doing better. The
Yeah.
Wi-Fi is improving, and also Football Friday night. Tune in to our show tomorrow. We'll start previewing it and doing some more college previewing as well on the side. And then Friday, as we get ready to go around 7 o'clock, we'll be going live. I do believe for about 30 minutes, waiting on kickoff.
All right.
It'll be a fun-filled weekend.
Oh, and our tomorrow night. We got to
Strike
talk
out
about
one.
tomorrow night as well.
Yeah.
Of course, it's around 6:15-ish for the tailgate show tomorrow night.
Oh, of course, yes. I mean, I believe so.
Yeah, we will actually be recording our Big 12 conference preview. Okay. Yeah, like and share on that. We'll be recording that, and then we'll go live about 6:15-ish with the Deep and Deeper tailgate show.
Yep, shortstop's got it. Throw on the first in time. 1-2 free inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, down 5-1 still. So
Paige has done her job today. She really has. It's just she's
Leading off
got
the bottom
no
of the
run
6th inning
support.
for Telfair.
Yeah.
Trojans catcher, number 7, Sierra Webster.
Take
Sierra
away,
Webster now.
take away the 2 unearned runs, and it's a 3-1 game right now.
Very true.
Of course, Trojans'
Ball.
run was unearned as well, but still. It is 5-1 Jeff Davis. We are in the 6th. It is finally starting to cool off a little bit,
Foul back.
or I say it is. Yes.
84.
84, now 84 degrees with a real field temperature of 87. That brought to you by AccuWeather.com and further brought to you, of course, by Bank of Lumber City and Telfair County Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Telfair County Bank, the branch here in McRae, and the Bank of Lumber City has been serving the community here in Telfair County since 1945.
Wow.
I'm glad to have them on board. TJ, you got any Major League Baseball updates for us?
Oh, I will. I was focusing on this game, so I didn't have much time, so.
All right, back to the game. 5-1.
Left fielder's got it again. 1 out.
And, you know,
I don't know what's going on, but
Jacob, poor Sierra, she has hit how many balls here early in the season that she has
They were
hit
just
like
shot.
that, just shot,
Pitcher.
and
Yeah.
they always seem to be right at
And
somebody.
And it found some leather.
I know.
mean, just that right there just seems to be her so-called curse right now. I mean, sooner or later on in the year, she'll break it. I just know she will.
yeah. 0-1 now.
Well, I don't know what exactly the Jeff Davis scouting report or what they saw, but you got to tip your cap to their pitching staff because they've obviously figured something out pitching us inside.
There's a hit.
It's going to get through. Nice job by Paige there, helping her own self.
Yes, second hit of the day for Paige. She is 2 for 3 on the day. And good to see.
Pitch runner at first.
Have Kiara Underwood come back in to run for Paige.
It is 5-1 Jeff Davis. We are in the 6th. Trojans down to their final 4 outs. Right? No, 5 outs.
Final 5
Batting
outs.
Final
For the
5
Trojans,
outs.
third baseman, number 11, Jesse Thomas.
Jesse Thomas now.
Thomas 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Reached on an error in the 4th. 5-1 Yellow Jackets.
Swung on and missed and
And
foul ball.
oh, they do say it got a piece of the bat.
0-1 now.
And the sun now kind of glaring in our face a little bit. Making its exit for the day.
Yep. Ball.
How would you describe Jesse's stance there, Jacob?
Her stance. Well, let's take a look at it again. Let her get back in the box. You know, it's slightly open. It's not very far. I mean, she's got her hands really close to her body.
Pitcher's got it again. 2 outs.
Her hands are really are kind of really close to her body. I mean, so to me, that would really give her the advantage of actually getting that inside pitch. Hands are already close, so all she really has to do is shift the weight forward, kind of already keep that elbow in, really just like start pushing through that inside part of the zone. So I do see her her stance on inside pitches as advantageous.
Jeff Murphy now.
But you got to give White credit as she got it in, and there comes back with another screwball.
Are we just hitting right at people, or
Yeah, that's
what's killing us? Is what.
That's the case, TJ. White in her 2nd inning of
Ball.
work here.
Swung on, foul back.
Yeah, Lainey Scott started the game for Jeff Davis. I've got her numbers here.
Foul ball.
Scott going 4 innings, giving up only 4 hits, a run. It was unearned, so no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and no hit batters. So
Wow.
Scott, a tremendous day, and White in her 2nd inning of work.
Tip of the cap to Miss Scott there.
Yes.
Yeah.
White has only given up 1 hit since entering the game as well. Had her out in front, foul ball. Actually fouled off her foot, didn't it?
Yeah.
Off the foot.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Been a tough day for these Trojan hitters today.
Yeah, I know. The right field.
Okay.
Oh, center fielder's got it.
And so the center fielder. All right, we go to the 7th, and Jeff Davis leads it 5-1.
Yep, so
And we do have, after 6, Jeff Davis has 5 runs on 5 hits, only committing 1 error and having 2 runners left on base. Telfair County has 1 run on 5 hits, committing 2 errors and stranding 6.
And that, of course, is brought to you
By CL Defense.
the best little gun shop in Georgia.
oh, 1.
He's getting in the Swami territory there.
With a record of 40-19, so he ended the year as the lead dog last year. So I kept it for the entire time except for the last week.
All right, we got Miss Georgia Roberts in.
Yep.
Shot down the line.
And if you're not aware, Georgia Roberts is the granddaughter of Mr. Gene Williams,
Yeah.
and that is Lonnie and Gina Roberts' daughter. And good family, good folks there, good
Yeah.
friends.
Oh, yes.
Known them for a long time. And Georgia, excellent
Ball.
ball player.
And also, just to put another little tidbit about last year's picking as well, is that on the Christmas show that we had previewing the New Year's Six and the high school championships, I did add up Coach B's record, of course, high school coach for the Telfair County Trojans. He went 8-3 in that 1 round.
Ball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Top of the 7th here, Trojans trailing at 5-1.
Nobody out here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up.
That's straight up for
Up the
Sierra.
Page. Oh, wow. 1
Nice
out.
play.
Mike, for anybody who
Sierra.
hasn't played catcher before, and especially when you got one pop straight up at you, especially for a catcher, throwing that mask off and looking straight up, you know that it's moving midair.
Batting
And it's going
shortstop,
to turn
number 4,
her in a
Paige
circle,
Carter.
and she's got to keep track
Paige
of it the whole
Carter.
entire time she's shuffling those feet.
Yep, you're exactly right. All right, back to the top of the order in Paige Carter.
Ball, 1-0.
Paige versus Paige here.
Yep.
5-1 Jeff Davis leading. We're in the 7th. Game started at 6:07, so we are now about an hour and 17 minutes into the game.
Ball.
And as we said, CL Defense postgame show coming up immediately after the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the after party, which TJ is going to pay for the broadcast
no.
crew's meal
No,
down
no,
at
no.
Southern Star.
Mm-mm.
Rex, come join us. Everybody's invited.
Nope, not today.
$5-1 Juniors trail it. Hey, even though the scoreboard, we still have fun at the old ball.
Oh, yeah, we
no
do.
doubt.
Ball 4.
And not a lot of walks in this game by either team. Actually, that only the 3rd base on ball of the day from Paige.
Not a bad day.
And the first since that first inning where she walked a couple.
Wow.
5-1 Jeff Davis. We're in the 7th.
Got Miss Judy Walker tuning in now.
Yeah.
So shout out to Miss Judy. It's been a beautiful day at the old ballpark.
Now
A
batting
little warm, but you couldn't
number
ask for
30,
a prettier sky.
Neil Clements.
Neil Clements now.
All right, Clements the hitter.
Typical August weather.
Yeah, tell me about it. Strike 0-1.
Yeah, we have quite a crowd in the outfield now. But the most important question, TJ, is do we have any furry friends out there?
I don't know. A stolen base is second here.
I'm sure we've got a couple here. We just can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Mazel's probably got his big black furry friend out there.
Yes,
Probably got Ragnar out there, maybe.
Yep.
That is probably too hot for Ragnar. That's a mammoth of a dog.
Oh, good pitch.
Pitcher's
from
got
Page.
it. Throwing on the first in time, 2 out.
Page doing a good job there getting in on the hands of the hitter. That's one thing I definitely want us to bring up with Coach Ellis is
Yeah.
as far as the inside pitches today, how we got jammed.
Uh-huh.
And get his
That is a
thought.
good point you could bring up.
High fly ball.
Well, right field's got it. Last chance for Telfair. Now down 5-1.
This broadcast today would not be possible without these sponsors. I'll let Jacob run them down for us.
Oh, yes, big thanks goes to Deep Productions, Deep and Deeper Cleaning, Telfair County Middle School, Telfair County Chamber of Commerce, Merchants and Citizens Bank, CL Defense, and the Bank of Lumber City.
Thanks to all these fine sponsors.
Kiara Underwood was a key player in the JV game today. She did got it.
Number
she
6,
got a key.
Kiara Underwood.
She got herself a key hit in the JV game today. She's also another good base runner, especially for the JV team. She's fast, taking those long strides.
Hey, let's see if she could be the spark here. Get a leadoff hit and see if we can get a rally going here.
Ball 1-0.
Trojans trail at 5-1. Jeff Davis scoring 4 runs in the top of the first. Trojans would respond with 1 in the bottom. And then Jeff Davis adding their 5th run back in the 5th.
Foul back.
And that's where we stand with a 5-1 game.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Friday night, big football game here. Telfair and Wheeler, the 2018 edition of the Border War.
Ball.
The border war actually renewed because the past few times that we've played Wheeler, it's been a couple of years that it's been as a scrimmage. This is the first game of the year now.
5-1 Jeff Davis.
Oh, 3-1.
It's a nice take by Kiara Underwood. It was close, but it was a nice take. You could tell that it just did miss that inside corner.
At the knees and in 3-1. Hey, you got to get base runners. That's the key at this point.
Third baseman's got it. Throw on the first in time, 1 out.
And that'll go 5-3 on the put out. And again, guys, in on the hands.
Yeah.
Good pitching.
Batting left
It's been
fielder
all
number
about
5,
location
Brandy
today
Mackey.
for the Jeff Davis pitching staff, both Scott and White.
Hey, Mike, I want to play devil's advocate here. Whenever we bring that point up to Coach Ellis in the postgame show, I mean, is he not going to say us? Oh, that's a nice bunt.
Third baseman, safe.
Safe.
I was going to say, will he not say that we as fans and him himself would have expected by now for the hitters to make some sort of adjustment to try to hit those inside pitches, keep them fair, and find some grass, get some base hits.
Top of the order for India Wells.
It's a fair point.
But yet again, tip of the cap to the JD pitching staff of getting those inside pitches.
Yep.
Bunting and
that'll get away.
That'll get away. And 2 on with 1 out.
We're going to score that in E3.
E3.
Or E4 because the second baseman was covering the bag.
Yeah.
Hey, at this point, you take anything.
Yeah.
And a great, but it was.
Now
but even though we score that in air, a great bunt. That's the whole key. Put the ball in play, make the defense work. And guys, we got 2 on.
And 1
we
out.
Can get 1 more on, and we can have Bailey coming up as the tying run.
Tell me about it. That will
nice.
get
That's
down.
gonna find the gap. No,
That'll
never mind. She cut it off.
And 5-3.
That'll score 2. De'Ara Bradshaw with a huge hit. Give her a single, 2 RBIs. And folks,
It's a 5-3 game.
we got a 5-3 game, and we got the tying run
Batting for
standing
the
at the
Trojans,
plate.
first baseman, number 12, Bailey Spire.
Bailey Spires now.
And need I say what will happen if she hits a home run?
Place go bananas and peaches and stuff. Ball 1-0.
And Bailey does have a home run on the year
Yes.
against Lanier, correct?
It was the first game of the year.
Yep. So an opportunity here.
There's a drive to
That's
left
gonna-
field. Oh, my goodness. 2 out.
Tough break right. She got under it just a little bit.
It's just a struggle today, folks.
But yet again, I'm still comfortable with who
Batting for
who we
Telfair,
have at the
Trojans
plate
catcher,
now.
Number 7, Sierra Webster.
Sierra Webster now.
Can she break her little bad streak of hard shots hit at people now?
Yeah. And another hitter with power.
Yeah.
Opportunity here for Sierra. 5-3 game.
Ball. Strike
Oh.
0-1.
Oh,
Late movement on that curve. Yeah, 5. Yeah, we just said 5-3. Jeff Davis leading it. The pitch.
Foul
Shot
back.
foul. If you're just joining us, Jeff Davis jumped out 4-0 in the top of the first. Trojans would add a run back to make it 4-1. Jeff Davis added a run in the 5th to make it 5-1, and the Trojans have scored a couple here in the 7th, but down to their final strike.
Yeah.
see,
my
yet again,
goodness.
hard shots.
But the Trojans are not going quietly here. Trail 5-3, but the tying run is at the plate.
Yeah.
An opportunity here with one swing of the bat to send TJ into a frenzy here.
Yep.
Want to give one last shout out to Paula Anderson.
Miss Paula over at the chamber. Glad to have her on board. The 0-2 pitch, 2 outs. Off the glove of the first baseman.
And everybody is safe.
How we want to score that? I'm going to give her a hit.
I was gonna say I'd give her a hit on that too
It
because
was
that was
a hard hit ball.
that was a hard
Yep.
hit ball.
All right, first and second.
Because you can't assume that first baseman's making that play.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, now
Now batting.
we trail
the pitcher,
5-3,
number
but
10,
the
Paige
go-ahead run
Harrelson.
is at the plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paige Harrelson now.
With one swing of the bat, now we could be celebrating a walk-off.
Yeah.
People in the outfield starting to get excited, standing up on the tailgates.
Ball 1-0.
Trojans trail at 5-3 here, bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, down to our last out, but they are not going quietly. The Trojans are battling.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have time here as the catcher for Jeff Davis.
Mike, to end this on a high note.
Carly Williams, excuse me, go ahead.
To end this on a high note, need a walk-off that lands in the bed of one of those trucks over the center field fence.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, amen.
Carly Williams, the catcher, goes out, has a talk with White. Infielders go over. 5-3, Jeff Davis leads it. We are in the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. But the Trojans have the go-ahead run at the plate.
Strike 0-1.
Tying
1-1.
runs on the base pads. 1-1 to count, 2 outs.
All right, she's taking that first strike now. She seems like she's ready.
You know, this, if you get an inside pitch here, keep those hands inside them. I'll really turn on that thing.
There's a line drive.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
center fielder's got it. That's the ball game, folks.
Hey, she hit it hard, folks. It was just unfortunately right
Yeah.
at somebody, but a hard hit ball. Nope, definitely. So, Jeff Davis wins it 5-3. And a tough break. Jacob, just some thoughts here while I get some stats together here for us.
Well, I mean, throughout this whole game, I told you it kind of reminded me of the Crisp game. I mean, we had some good pitching. We had one little area where we messed up and allowed a couple of more runs than we should have, and actually coming back in the late innings, pretty much in the 7th
Yeah.
inning, it's a little too late to start hitting.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's basically my thoughts for this game. Really, I
Right.
mean, just coming in, they didn't execute, didn't work up to par. They didn't work up to par. I mean, they weren't really squaring the ball up. Like I mentioned, I'll say it again with Coach Ellis talking about not being able to square the ball up in the JV game and also over in Cordele. We talked about one point where we're going to bring up with him in the postgame show about being jammed on those inside pitches. We weren't able to make an adjustment on that, but, I mean, like I said, tip of the cap to Laney Scott and what was that second pitcher's name? Lindsay White. No, what was her name?
Lindsay White.
Lindsay White.
Yeah, that's correct.
Just a big tip of the cap goes to Laney Scott and Lindsay White there. Final line score after 7. Jeff Davis comes out of this game as victorious with 5 runs and on 5 hits, committing 3 errors and only stranding 3 runners. Telfair County scores 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors committed, and stranding 8 runners.
And that's brought to you courtesy of the Bank of Lumber City and Telfair County Bank. Our time of game tonight was 1 hour and 29 minutes.
Right.
That's brought to you courtesy of the Telfair County Chamber of Commerce. Laney Scott takes the victory for Jeff Davis. She goes 4 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and a hit batter. And I'll get some numbers here on Paige for you in just a moment, because Paige really had an outstanding day. Unfortunately, it might not show on the scoreboard, but her numbers are going to be pretty good here, guys. And in that second, yes, here's the impressive numbers on Paige. She goes all 7 innings. She gave up 5 hits, and she did give up 5 runs, but only 3 were earned. 3 walks, a strikeout, no hit batters. Maybe not a great strikeout total, but I thought she did a great job pitching to contact. And if we make, go back to the first inning, okay? You get the ground ball over here to third base, and if you make a play there when we tried to get the lead runner over here at third, then you're talking about the lead runners out. It could have been a whole different dynamic in that inning.
Yes.
Coach,
y'all get fancy.
Yeah, we were upgrading this sound every day. Coach, tough one here today.
Yeah, ain't a whole lot to talk about.
No, not really. I mean,
we just don't. We
can't
can't
tell?
hit. We can't hit. I mean that's we can't hit, and that was the whole discussion out there. We had a sense of urgency in 1 inning in the 7th inning, and we didn't have that the entire ball game. And we're in there trying to let them understand that is it. We just going to the plate. We're not making hard outs. And I told them that's our goal now, is to make hard. If you're gonna make an out, it needs to be a hard out. And we're dinking pop ups to the shortstop and weak ground balls to the second baseman, and we're just if you come watch us take BP, we look like dadgum major league sluggers. We're killing it in BP, but you can't. But we're not applying it in the game. And that's something we got to work through, and it's a mental thing, and we just have to, we have to work through that. And then if we, like I told him, I said, Paige pitched good enough to win, and except for that first inning where she was a little shaky, she hadn't thrown in a while because she's had some arm issues, so she was shaky off the bat, but still, except for one misplay, and it was, base, but the thing is she makes the play that she probably shouldn't have made. That ball goes through, they probably score 1 run, but she makes a heck of a daggone play, knocks the ball down and turns and has to rush to throw, and she throws it past. And it's a hustling error. It's not necessarily a mental error. It's a hustling error, and it's hard to fuss at a kid that makes a hustling error, and because she's normally she's solid, and that was a solid defensive play to even get to the ball. So, and Indy was where she was supposed to be, so we did things right. It just didn't go our way, and it was just like, oh God, here we go. They still running, and that just that put them up. And then they only scored 1 other run the rest of the game after that first inning. So, it is what it is.
I mean, and jumping right into that, despite the loss, we did give the player of the game honors to Paige because of her good pitching stats. She just didn't really have a lot of run support, going 7 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them being earned, 3 walks, only 1 K, and no hit batters there.
Right.
And 2 for 3 at the plate.
And plus going 2 for 3 at the plate.
Yep. And with a hard out.
Hard out.
And that's what I told her. I said, I walked over there and told her when they called time. I said, listen, if you're going to make an out, it needs to be a hard out. You know, to get your money's worth. And she got up there and stroked one, and she, you know, she hit probably the best outfitter on the team. But you know, it just didn't fall. And, But what I'm trying to make that translate to the rest of the girls is, if you hit the ball hard every time, they're not going to make every play.
Right.
And that's how you score runs. And when we get your Indias and your Brandies and your Diaras and your Beths and your Jalexuses, when we get them on base, those other girls have to drive them in. And, of course, they got to get on base, because there was times tonight they didn't get on base when they should have.
Yeah.
But they laid in a couple of good bunts there at the end. And, you know, we can't wait till the seventh inning with one out to try to mount something, you know.
That's basically what I told Mike as we started the post-game show. I just basically told him too little, too late.
And that's right. And that's, you know, and that's what I told him. There's no sense of urgency. There needs to be a sense of urgency the second you walk out on the field. Right now, we got a mental problem. We have a mental problem, and until we get our heads right, that we're gonna play like that. And that's not anything I think that the coaches can do. That's something the girls have to do themselves individually. You know, and I told them, I said, you know, if we go out there, I mean, they're a good team, but they're not a great team.
Yeah, I think with the hits in the last inning, we out-hit them.
Yeah, and as you know, that's the thing. We out-hit Crisp County the other night and lost. You know, so but the hits are spread out.
Yeah.
There's no hits together. And we don't string hits together, we're not going to score runs. You look at our RBI count. Our RBI count's not that good over the season because we're not batting runs in.
Right. You're right.
And then a missed opportunity in that second inning when we had the bases loaded. I believe it was the second.
Yep. We missed that opportunity there. And then, you know, and things happen. And, you know, Jill missed a call at the plate, I think, on a bunt by Jalexis. She said it hit her. Jill's the only person in the whole stadium that thought it hit her. But you know, Jill's a good umpire, and some umpires I get mad at and show up. But you know, Jill, I respect her too much to do that. And I told her that. I said, look, you know, I think you blew that call. And you know, later on, I think she admitted, she told me, she said, you know, I probably did. She said, I appreciate how you handled it. So anyway, it was just, I don't know. I don't know if snake bit's the word, but you know, no, it's not snake bit, because we're not doing enough things right to be snake bit.
Right. I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, basically, I told Mike that this was kind of reminiscent of the Chris game, coming back late and trying to get that win late in the game. And also, same stat I pointed out to him, only one less stranded runner in this game than the Chris game, 9 to 8, really 8 stranded runners here.
I mean, you cannot strand 8 runners and expect to win a ball game. It's just, you can't do it. You know, we've got to put a run. And I told him, I said, if you score 1 run every inning, you score 7 runs, you got a pretty good chance of winning the ball game.
Yeah.
But 1 run ain't gonna win it. And 1 run and with 2 in the 7th, they definitely ain't gonna win it if you're down by 4.
Exactly.
So you know, we've got to work. We got to work through some mental things. You know, we're good. We're athletic. We're good. We're defensive. We're good. You know, in the circle, we're good. It just mentally at the plate, we just ain't there.
Right. I mean, so.
And did it seem we were getting jammed a lot with our hitters?
I think we jam ourselves. We jam ourselves a lot. I think we get up on the plate, or we're not having, and that goes back to the mental part of it. We're not selecting good pitches to swing at. We're not swinging. We're not swinging hard when we're ahead in the count. We're not. There's certain things we're not doing that we've been trying to preach for the past 6 or 7 days. Every time we take BP, and again, like I said, you can watch take BP, man. You'd be like, golly, I don't want to play these girls. But then we get out here and it's like.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not. Nobody lose hope. Nobody's losing hope for them, and that's that's what I tell them. I said I'm talking. I mean, I ain't talking down to him. Just telling you what we need to do. I mean, we're right there, and if we ever explode at the plate, we're going to be hard to beat by anybody. And you know, and again, and I hate to say this, but if you win all your region games, non-region games don't mean anything, except they get you ready for region games. Right. And that's what I told them. I said, you know, win-loss, you know, if we win all our region games, this game doesn't matter. You know, but if we lose a couple region games, now this game comes into play because of points. So, you know, it's just we just got to mentally we got to be better.
And just on the positive note here, I mean, we had back in the first inning, basically India being India, she made one great defensive play in the first.
Yep.
And also, I mean, you could see, I do believe it was one play, or what play was it that you talked about her showing off her arm?
Oh yeah,
I can't
she
remember, deep
threw
in the
that
hole.
fast girl
Yeah.
out deep in the hole by a step. Yeah, she did. I mean, that's India, and that's honestly when that's what I expect India to do, and that's what India expects India to do. So and I'm not don't take anything I'm saying wrong. I don't want any fans of that. I mean, I've got expectations of these girls, and most of the time they do live up to my expectations. But there are times like this where we just play flat. And when you play flat, you can't win, or you better hope the other team's flatter than you are.
Right.
And so we just got to step it up a notch, and we got to take care of business. And right now we're not. We're about a 500 ball club. That's what I told them. So we've got to figure out how to string some wins together, and we got to figure out how to string some hits together.
Right. And basically looking into tomorrow with a game at Atco, that's an expected win.
I'm not going to
say. But I was going to say I'm not. Well, like I said, taking in mind, I'm saying expected win. But
well, I mean, I expect to win all of them.
Oh, I know. I know.
But if we don't play like if we come out
but
like
if,
that,
but if something happens like this,
right.
I mean, I understand.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what I told them. I said, look, we've never lost to Atkinson County. But they've got a senior pitcher who's been there for a while. She throws the ball pretty good. We usually hit her pretty well after the first time through the lineup. But they've been winning some ball games. They've been playing some people close. But you never know. You go over, we can't.
Exactly.
We're not playing like a team that wins close ball games right now.
You're right.
So we got to step it up.
I mean, but all things aside, I mean, of course, we are playing flat right now. But I told Mike right before you came over here. I mean, hats off to the JD pitching staff today about how Laney and Lindsey White did.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're just two great pitchers.
Well, I'm gonna stop short of saying great.
What?
Calling anybody great. They're good.
They're good pitchers, yeah.
But if you swing the bat like we're swinging the bat, we'll even make mediocre pitchers look great. And they're good pitchers. I'm not I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just saying that the way we're playing offensively, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. It don't matter who you throw at us,
right?
Because we don't have good approaches at the plate.
Yeah. Right, very true. Well, Coach, now going into football Friday nights, we do have a pregame show. We got a tailgate show tomorrow, and actually going into Friday night. I know anything you want to say about the gun raffle or seal defense?
Yeah, we ain't got a whole lot of tickets left. If you want to, these girls been selling them like crazy. If you want a gun raffle ticket, you need y'all need to let me know like ASAP. Shoot me a message on Facebook or send me a text. My cell number is 229-860-1440. I mean, it's out there anyway because CL Defense, that's our phone number. But that gun raffle, we're giving away 5 really nice Ruger guns, one of each football game, and if we only selling 250 tickets, and I ain't 100% sure. I don't think if we got 30 tickets left, I'll be surprised on Friday night. So hopefully we'll have some at the gate Friday night. So come see us.